#1 wedding review show in Africa. My name is Chioma aka Chioma Goodhair, and I'm your host. Guys, I'm back. I know I've been missing in action, but I'm back, guys. Have you missed me as much as I've missed you? Okay, so joining me today, we have Vennesa on Woody Way. Vennesa is not just a fashion entrepreneur, but she's also a presenter. And not just any presenter, one that's literally taking my place. Vennesa!
No, I was just waiting for you to come back. Honestly, I was just doing you a favor.
Oh no, it was amazing. Thank you. I mean, you did absolutely fantastic. I was like, actually, maybe she deserves a hot seat.
Maybe we could do it together.
We could do it together. Yeah. I think that makes sense. Okay.
So, it's good to have you back.
Thank you.
How's your trip?
It was really, really good. Honestly, like I had an amazing time, but I'm happy to be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy to have you back.
Okay, so joining us as well today, we have Chinwe who's just come off and concluded Big Brother house. Chinwe, how was your experience? Fighting anyone? Really? With you?
But I mean, we were paying for 100 million. You don't want anybody to be comfortable.
Period.
You want to rattle some feathers and ruffle feathers. Like, maybe I should just go home. I'm tired of this person.
So who was your biggest striking rival or like enemy in the house?
So for me, there are no enemies. Outside of the Big Brother space, in the real world, I feel like I'm open to welcoming friendships. Certain things I had to do now.
Right.
Pretty much different show. And now we're out of the space. I feel like everybody should get to know themselves the best way they can.
Yeah.
That's not to say people are not allowed to get upset. And
Yeah,
like,
I mean, of course, but it really is not that deep. And I say
Yeah.
this all the time because obviously I've, been on reality TV and, sometimes in the moment it's so heated and dramatic and all of that. But after the fact, it's not that deep. I don't hate anyone. I don't dislike them. It's just not even that serious, But obviously you have to give the people a show. And I think that you really did that for us. So well done. Well done. Well, today we're going to be talking, obviously, weddings, you know. It's not as dramatic or as exciting as Big Brother, but, we're going to, look at a couple weddings, review them, look at the outfits in particular. I mean, the fashion these days in Nigerian weddings is just out of this world, guys. I'm sure you can both attest to, it's actually crazy. And I don't think that any other country does it like Nigerians. Would you guys agree?
I totally agree with that.
I agree with that.
Totally agree.
But speaking of which, guys, another thing that I've come to realize, I mean, it's been happening, but I think now it's just getting out of hand. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Pre-wedding photo shoots. What is the difference now between a pre-wedding photo shoot and the actual wedding? Because as far as I'm concerned, it's all merging into one thing. Brides are looking as good as they would look, for their actual wedding, for their pre-wedding photo shoots. Do you buy the idea of having a very grand pre-wedding shoot?
I mean, if you want to do grand, go big.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home. I think pre-wedding shoots are beautiful. Personally, I'm a lover girl. I love to celebrate love. Yeah. I love to, if possibly, be carried along the entire journey.
Right.
Do
you have a boyfriend, by the way?
Yeah, I do.
From the house? From the Big Brother house?
So I went in the house with my boyfriend.
Okay. And you left with him?
Yes, we're in love.
Okay.
Of course. Okay. We've had our ups and downs.
Right.
Based off the game, of course. But yeah, we still have each other and we're still working to be better with ourselves. Back to the topic of the pre-wedding shoot. I feel like she rightly said, it shouldn't be forced.
Right.
The chemistry has to be right. Just do your thing, but stay true to yourselves. You're doing it for yourselves, not because you still need to give us a show, even though we would appreciate the show or criticize it. Depends on how it meets the audience, but do your thing. Be authentic.
Well, trust your Nigerians to do their thing and more.
And more.
The first couple we're going to look at, the Azodos. Apparently, I think they had 3 or 4 different looks for their pre-wedding shoots.
Yes, they did.
Should we just quickly breeze through just to see what they're working with? Now, this was their first look. I quite like this. I think, Vennesa, very, very similar to what you were saying. It's very intimate,
It's intimate, yes.
There's not too much going on. It seems very appropriate as well. They seem very much in love.
It's playful as well.
It's very playful. You know, looking at this, I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to, offer wedding-wise. I think it's really, really, really beautiful. Her dress is very classy, and they look like they're in love. Like, I believe their love story,
Yeah.
I think their second look was a traditional look, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the second look was traditional. So
what do you think about this look?
So this wasn't one of my favorite looks, if I'm being honest. And just because of the sleeves, I think the sleeves were just completely throwing me off with this one. I think she could have done without the sleeves completely. His outfit, I don't love, but I don't hate at the same time. It's just okay. It's very simple, it's very minimalist, which is my style. So I'm not looking for over the top all the time. But I like it. I like the color. I like the choice of color, but I just don't like the sleeves.
What's going on with the stuff? Obviously, Chinwe, you're an Igbo girl, so is this part of our Igbo tradition? This stuff in black. I know the red hat is Igbo, but the stuff, is it?
The staff is not Igbo.
Okay.
I think the Igbo thing is the
like the feather
thing they
feather
hold,
thing,
right?
Yeah, true.
And you have your title on it.
Right.
So what the title chiefs move with, they wear the red cap, and they have it's sort of like a fan, but I wouldn't even call it that. I'm losing the words for it.
But I know what you're talking about. It's the circle thing with the handle, right? Okay.
And your title on it.
Right.
The staff. I feel if he was going to do the staff, then he shouldn't have done the red cap.
Right.
He should have done something.
I don't really.
Well, he could rock his red cap for his trad, not for this look.
Even the agbada, I thought it's a bit confusing as to, is it an Igbo traditional look or is it a Yoruba look?
Yeah,
and
I think it's somewhere in between, to be honest.
South. So that look to me was slightly all over the place. But what do we think about this third look? Are we feeling it? Is it connecting?
This was my favorite look.
Okay.
Of all three, this is my favorite one. Only because I think she's absolutely stunning and she looks really gorgeous here. Her body in this dress, gorgeous, absolutely flawless. I couldn't say anything about it. She's a gorgeous girl, like I said. He looks really nice as well, and I think the beads also complement the red cap this time around. So it was nice. This was the particular video that trended in this look. So I think this was the one that got my attention the first time. So I really liked this one. This is my favorite one.
In terms of like just aesthetics, I think they look absolutely fantastic. And if I'm not mistaken, there was one last look. Okay. Well, what do we think? Vennesa, let's hear from you.
I like it.
What do you like about it?
It's, first of all, it's pink, it's clean, it's subtle, it's nice. So I wish he had done something different, maybe just like a clean black suit all round. That would have been nicer. But yeah, she looks gorgeous.
Based off of how Nigerians dress and how we love to be OTT, this is definitely not my favorite look from the bunch, but as you said, go big or go home.
Funny you say that, because I actually prefer this pink dress to the nude one. Yes, that she had on.
I don't know. Maybe for me, like, weddings represent purity, and so for me, like the white or the ivory was giving that. I think that's what I liked about it. But I think just looking at this together, I'm just not really feeling it.
Yeah.
But you know what, guys? We've got 3 more weddings to look at.
Okay.
Pre-wedding shoots and civil weddings. We're going to do it slightly different because normally, we go through our traditional weddings and our white weddings. But just because of the craze of wedding photo shoots, we're going to dissect 3 weddings after the break. Stay tuned, guys. Do not touch that dial. So guys, continuing with the craze of pre-wedding photo shoots, today we're going to be dissecting 3 different wedding pre-photo shoots and civil weddings. For the first one, we're going to be talking about Prudent Gabriel and Peterson's pre-wedding photo shoots as well as their civil wedding. Now, Prudent Gabriel is a really popular designer who is getting married to a gospel artist. Now, guys, before we even delve into the look, do you think that there is added pressure on a designer when it's time for their wedding?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, because the thing is, you have styled so many brides that when it gets to your big day, people can't wait to see what unique style you put on yourself. And it also shows your own individual style. So yes, we've seen so many different looks on your page, but then it could be a case where you're working with a client and they've told you what they want, but now we get to see your ideas come to life on you and how you also embody your own brand. So yes, there's definitely a lot of pressure. Yeah.
It definitely is. I can imagine. Chinwe, do you feel like they're under, you know, extra pressure to look probably better than they would have, you know, wanted to look? Or
yeah, of course, because I mean, it's the one time they have different opportunities to sell their craft, but what best way to portray your craft if not on yourself on your big day? So I feel like designers are under immense pressure you know, to meet up with certain standards the society must have set for them.
Yeah, I personally feel like, because even for me, you know, as a fashion powerhouse, if I do say so myself,
Of course.
all I get is, what is she going to wear on her wedding? What's he going to wear on your wedding?
Yes.
So even for me, there's that, I'm like, now do I even want to have a wedding? Do I want to share any pictures? Because
I can imagine,
I'm like, well, I don't want that pressure. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to look nice, but I don't want people looking and thinking, oh, but you wore this to somebody else, so that you could have done better. I don't want any of that. So I can't even imagine what it must be like for a designer, you know, because now this is the time to put your absolute best foot forward. So let's see if Prudent Gabriel did that. First look, what are your thoughts, Chinwe? Is this something that you would rock for your pre-wedding shoot? Or
I mean, it's beautiful, but it's not something I would rock. It's elaborate. The sleeve, not my style. I think I want to do a bit of cleavage.
Cleavage, okay, okay, let the girls out.
You know, but this is absolutely beautiful. I love her dress. I'm not sure if the thing on the groom's shoulder is meant to be like maybe her knight in shiny armor, or I don't know.
Yeah,
but
that was throwing me
that's
off
extra.
It was throwing
Do you know
me
what?
off.
Honestly, until you mentioned, I didn't even notice that shoulder pad thing going on.
So the thing is, because it's kind of blending in with the background, so you almost don't notice it. So the first time the pictures came up, I didn't see it, but then the second time I was like, yes, that's definitely there. And it shouldn't have been there, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I wish he went with a more tailored suit. This kind of looks like the suit that you wore in your grad. Like, oh, hey, I just left uni. I'm about to go into the world. Like, he's popular, like you said, and she's popular. She's a designer. So she could have put in more effort into styling her husband for this particular look. For her dress, I'm not crazy about it, which is what you're saying about the pressure of your designer. So I'm kind of, I think maybe at the back of my mind, I'm expecting a bit more.
Right.
I don't like the bottom detailing, whatever's happening there. It's giving, I just came out of a, you know, the genie in the bottle, like,
you know, a Little Mermaid.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a bit much. I feel like you could have done away with that completely, because
Right.
it takes away from, it's not giving whatever drama it was supposed to be giving. I think just the dress without the unnecessary tail would have been better. But yes, it's a nice, I like her makeup, I like her hair. I think his own look kind of waters down her look.
Right.
It doesn't really complement it the way it's supposed to. Yeah.
I hear that. But do you think that also, because of that pressure, sometimes it causes the designer to maybe do too much because they want to like ensure that, you know, they're not underdoing. And so now it's a case of, let's do everything that we possibly can to ensure that we stand out. Could
Just
that
make
be what's
it
happening
different.
here?
I think so. I think that's what it is, because with the black and the gold, I think that's absolutely what's going on, because I've seen. So when her pictures came up, I went back to her page to just look at like other designs that she's put on other brides. And I hate to say it, but there was other stuff that I liked more.
Right.
I'm not saying
on
I
other
hate
brides
this.
or herself?
On other brides.
Okay, so Prudent is also a stylist. I mean, she has styled multiple brides in Nigeria, as well as, you know, being a designer. So it's even like a double pressure for her.
It is.
Like, you've styled so many people in such amazing looks.
It is.
And, you know, now it's your turn.
And can I just say that I'm not a huge fan of black when it comes to like weddings and pre-weddings. And I think if you're going to do black, it needs to be a very strong black look. I think that this is your opportunity to play around with like so many colors. And as a designer, because you've worked with so many different fabrics, so many colors, so many brides, there's an opportunity here to like, you kind of know what colors work best. I think black it comes off a bit too, remember what I was saying about pre-wedding shoots looking
too
very
strong
intimate.
and very,
it's too strong, it's too stiff, it's a bit boring. I want to see light, airy colors. And then if you're going to do a color like this with black and gold, then your background cannot be gold as well, because it takes away, we can't see the detailing.
I almost missed
in
the
your
shoulder
outfits.
pads on
We
the
can't
man,
see the detailing in the outfit, so there kind of needs to be a contrast sort of. so that then we can now appreciate all the work and detailing that's gone into this outfit, because I'm pretty sure this took some time. It's really nice, but I'm not a fan of black, so I would have wanted something with more color.
Yeah, I do think Prudent is particularly talented. I think that she looks gorgeous most of the time. I love the fact that she even has a school where she educates designers, and you know, there's so many people under her wing who are learning. And so for that, I'll always give her respect. She recently had a masterclass and completely sold out. It looked like there were thousands of people in a choir bomb. So for me, like, she's a respectable, renowned designer. I feel like this particular look could have worked more for like a red carpet, if I'm being honest. I do like the whole gladiator thing going on. I think it's very bold and very ballsy, but I don't know if I would have sort of put this as a pre-wedding shoot.
It's a pre-wedding.
But having said that, you know, she's beautiful. You know, her husband is super. They're both very talented, and I think that they're going to make such an amazing couple. Should we go on to her second look?
Again with the black.
No, but this one I particularly like.
Actually, yes. I actually like this.
Do you know what? It's like, now we're talking. Now she's come. This is the Prudence that I know and respect and love her work. This is, when you look at this, you're like, okay, who is this person? Who is this designer? And this is all she should have done, in my opinion. Chinwe, you seem like you really like this look.
This is more like it, actually. The other one, I wasn't really feeling the look. But this one, it's giving pre-wedding. You know, it's regal. I love the whole traditional thing going on around her staff, the accessory on her hair, her smile. You know, this is gorgeous. Like you said, she's really talented as well. So this is more like something Prudent would do, would put together.
Right. Let's take a look at her civil wedding and, you know, see what they were working with.
I like it.
Yeah?
I like it, yeah. Remember, I did say that it doesn't always have to be over the top. It's very simple. It's different. I like the top of the dress. I wish it was longer. So I think the only thing that's throwing me off is the length is a bit awkward. The midi dress, I wish it was just a longer, clean aesthetic, so I didn't have to see the shoes, because I don't really like the shoes. But everything else I love. I love the hair. I love her makeup, very clean. I like his outfits as well, because I think it complements. If he had done a black, it would have been a bit too strong. Right. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, so I like the... what's this color? Like beige look that he has here. It just complements hers perfectly. I think they both look very nice.
Chinwe, what are your thoughts?
I like the look.
You see one show, you're like, I like the look. Do you really like the look? Or you're like, let me just be nice. This is our show. We're honest. We're brutal. We say it as it is. You gave them bascos in Big Brother. Give it to us here.
No, so the thing is, earlier I mentioned brides or designers should tailor outfits specifically to the bride's personality. And this is her personality, covering or being all conservative and everything. So for her type of person, it's beautiful.
What if you were to rock it? What would you have done differently?
I would do away with the
more
cape. What's that? This thing on it. I would totally do away with that. Yes, the dress doesn't really need that actually. It's a pretty dress, no doubt, for a civil wedding. It's not over the top. Like you said, but
I think it's a nice modest look.
Do you know what? For me, I have to disagree with you, Chinwe, because for me particularly, like, I'm such a huge fan of turtlenecks. So for me, anything that covers the neck, I just think it's so elegant and it's so sophisticated. I do love this dress. You know, Vanessa, I even have to disagree with you. I love the fact that it's a 3/4 length. Really? I love it so much because I think it's so appropriate for the occasion. You know, I feel like if she had done a longer dress, it would have looked like a wedding dress, and we would have been asking again, so what are you going to wear, you know, on your wedding day? So this kind of like reels it back in to show that it's a civil wedding. You know, we still have a big day coming. I love that it's white. I love that, you know, the lace detail with the, you know, just the lining, everything about it is so clean.
It's clean. That's the
word. And I really feel like this was an opportunity for her to showcase her skills as a designer, as a stylist, as somebody that understands the wedding industry, you know, even with the pearls, everything. And I think she did just that. I'm not overwhelmed by the husband's outfit. I think it's okay. I think it's nice, but I'm not like crazy about it. I don't know, maybe there's something about the color, you know, next to hers that isn't just really doing it for me. I can't even suggest what I feel like would have looked better, you know, but for me, I feel like he could have attended somebody else's wedding in this, or, you know, like a birthday party. I don't know. It's just, his outfit is not particularly doing it for me, even though it's not bad, but I think she looks absolutely gorgeous. She actually looks like an angel. She looks so beautiful.
I agree.
Well, this is really exciting. I mean, looking at this, I'm so excited for her actual big day. Like, I'm really looking forward to it. Do you guys think that her actual wedding looks are going to be even more exciting?
I mean, if we're going to judge by what we've seen with the pre-wedding photos, you can tell that she's a very modest bride. Right. And I really like that. So I want to see her do modest but still statements. A statement dress is still very modest. I'd love to see that. So like nice lace sleeves and maybe the high neck again can make a comeback. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what she comes up with. The pressure's on.
The pressure is on. It's really, really on.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, do not touch that dial. We're going to go on a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to be dissecting the pre-wedding shoots and civil wedding of Gloria and Bolu. Do not touch that dial. We'll be right back.